It's a good thing it turned off, and I should have just went to sleep, but I wanted to continue on where I guess I shouldn't. Enough was said in that last video. You don't need to pile on anymore. Anything. It's good news though. See, we're purging anything out. Let me know. Hi, Kimcast. Sorry, I don't mean to make it awkward between us both, really. But Aries risings have a knack. Aries will have a knack for doing that. It's like it's their it's just nobody's perfect, and then they'll ruin their own moment. You know what I mean? It's true. They're very spontaneous, but then they're funny because they'll miss the punchline. You know, because why? It's because, well, first of all, who cares? I'm the punchline or something. I don't know. Is it true though? Comment section down below. Are you in Aries? I'm in Aries rising, and those people in my book of my life are my best friends. They've helped me, the women type and the man. The man, those people. But these are our best friends, babes. These are our nervous system. It rules the nervous system. It's your head. Yeah, watch out when I start putting stuff. I was gonna wear a different pair of like sunglasses or something. Pardon me, while my eye is really starting to itch, and I don't want to get too into it right here because it'll be like rated X or something. Aren't I fun? I want to be funny. Right with Saturn, right on my fucking thing with Neptune saying, no, you don't. Bye-bye, Satan. I'm God. Showing up. And when Neptune starts to do something in the sky for us like that, it's a sign that we don't know what's going to happen next, but I say a fiery ball comes out of the ocean, and out comes a whole new something. And a lot of people will be disturbed, maybe. Well, why would you say that, John? That's really weird. Well, see, we have Uranus going back into Taurus for one last time also. Can you believe that? So, because we've been talking about it, and did you simplify your life yet? Did you scale down into a microcosm of just, hey, crazy person next door, what the fuck, where am I? Pardon the look. Well, I did, and don't mind the desolate ecology called so-called human race out there. Don't confuse humans with non-humans anymore. Because I'm going to keep bringing it up. Psychologists know this, and this, if you just start informing yourselves, and even now when you get into the Bible and also Scripture, there's a lowercase mind here. That's the narcissist, and then there's the uppercase mind. It's always an uppercase M. And that's the mind of God. That is, I love this part, outer space. This right here, you got to know that you're in a spacesuit already. Did I even come up with that yet for you guys to kind of clarify how simple it is to miss the punchline, I guess, because the joke's on you, and you have to figure out what's going on here by way of a lot of times, unfortunately, I hate to sound like this, but I was almost going to be very blunt about it. But let me get my positive rock, my tourmaline, and say, you have to get away from people, minds, other minds that do not let you make an escape into reality. Yeah, there's kind of a confusion, the way that they talk about some people, some things. Did you know that when people take drugs, they always say, the wrong kind of drugs, by the way. They say that it's to escape reality, and it's like, you know what? You got to stop that person and say, but okay, but what do you think reality is? Because reality is peace. Reality is actually the savior here. Now, why would you want to escape the savior when you actually have arrived and you've found your breath? take a freaking deep breath and let the plasmatic air come into you and totally wake up your nervous system. Do yoga. Do yoga for 40 fucking days straight. Fast and do yoga for 40 days straight. If you want to do something more exciting than Disneyland and all of your drugs, your happy birthday cake, and all of it combined, do what I just said. And especially if your back starts hurting, there's something called now on your internet, it's called Yoga for Dummies. The main thing about yoga is, all it is really what it is it's all about the breathing. But you are going to see, there is a chair yoga if you're not very, stretchy, you're not very limber, you don't want to get on the ground or do anything, you can stay in a chair if you're elderly, that's what I mean. But just follow, you can improvise, and because it's about the breathing, and then you just follow directions. You wouldn't believe it, though, like, I don't know about you, but it is for me sometimes. If you're brought into your survival mode and your nerves are racked, you're already in high cortisol now, and you're right. I mean, I don't really quite know what the cortisol part is, but I think it's kind of the same. It's just a chemical that it can cause a lot of trouble in your body, and you don't want to open up to that stuff, man. You want to do things that brings you into, as well as yoga. See, it's bringing you into your body. That's it, and because your body exists in a place called now, getting back to outer space, the final frontier, where it seems like one small step for a lot of people. They're like, wait a minute, you mean it's just right here? And it's like, yeah, but it's one vast leap for mankind. Yeah, women kind of, if they make it, they're sitting there going, did you make it yet? Hello? Yeah, because then we can start having a conversation about the truth, about the truth of truth. That's interesting. Like, well, what's the truth about the truth? One of the truths about the truths is that it's the same for everybody. A lot of narcissists do not. There is new age bullshit out there that uses the most sloppiest language, and it's like, how are we going to get anywhere? I think it's going to take like 7 years for me to be able to plug into your brains. And I hope it's just direct, because I've already been downloaded, and I'm experiencing, it's like, okay, wait for it. It's the seasonal thing. You do not control the I know kind of thing. The I now. By the way, babes, why? Hi, Nancy. Why do they call it? Why is that sound? You know the K is silent. Why is it all of a sudden that the word now turns into the word no? Do you think that there might be some kind of discrepancies? I experienced it the other day. Well, when I used to work, I worked for multi millionaires, lizards. Yeah, they are shapeshifters. Up here, they're nestled. You work for them. You do their windows and stuff like that. They're connected to the royals, so they believe in kind of slaves, and also, the feel of being a royal. It's just to kind of mimic that, and they just like, now they're the king, and they have a maid, and it's each and every home can have that happening here. And if you notice the stack and pack, well, did I just get off a fucking subject matter? I apologize, you guys. I should be sleeping right now. And I like that, getting back to now, when you're watching this, it's still now, but you don't know what I'm doing in that now. I mean, this is not, your screens are not really a reflection of reality whatsoever. Now is reality. You want to get your words down. Yeah, I roll my eyes because it's like, how many The truth is one word, one experience, really. You can choose many, many, many words to just kind of point at the same thing. Really, you can. And even words it's just, you're saying the same thing, really. And really, you're not saying anything at all. What I mean is, oh God, this is great. What I'm trying to tell you is that it has to be connected to experience, or else you're just doing a mouth noise. Getting back to this experience, when I was over there working, I'm making a lot of money. I was making $15 an hour a long time ago. That was my minimum wage, like fucking 35 years ago or something like that. When I started working, pardon me while I'm doing this, you guys. It feels good. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going through transformation, and I'm glad you're here to witness it. You know, I don't mind just showing you how I do it. Sorry. I'm 6 years old right now, and I'm so glad. I thought it would never come back. I'm in Aries rising, and we're just kids. And we also have the animal in us, too. You can't fool a kid, and you can't fool an animal. No, no, they know when a narcissist's there right away. They're like, there's another fucking dumb fuck. Anyway, what were we doing today? Sorry. mm. How do you like Trump? I didn't know that he was 82. Do you realize that that person could be fucking hooked up to her electrodes and just held up by fucking a remote control at this point? And I did see him. And see, do you know that besides for that they can do CGI, and all they're doing is just, it looks so much like he's talking there, but there's nobody around him and there's not an audience? Well, that's CGI. Am I saying it right, CGI? I don't know what it means. Tell me what it means. Comment section down below. Did I say it right? Most likely I did. Can't fool Mars right now going through. Got a Mars line over there. One more time, just for you. See my point of view. There's just one God, one sky, one reality. I forgot the freaking words. Ooh, fill me up with my water. I've been so thirsty, so long. Play it fast and see how accurate I am with my natural timing. Hey, get the rhythm down for me. Will you be my backbone when I'm there doing the high? And I'm saying, get that rhythm down. Will you be by my backbone at the rhythm? Yeah, I'll say, I am I now? How now, brown cow? Oh, kids, you need this. Play, play, play. Be as serious as a child at the play, especially when they put you in front of the judge. Woo! Hey, cha, you never do that, by the way. No, not my family. We're not such in the quagmire. You have the task of freeing your ancestry and doing the opposite of your first postcode. Compulsory suggestion that if you have an ego so fragile, just to believe that you would actually exist more than reality. God said, did you catch the beginning? Can you tell me, kids, now? Did you know there's just one sky? How now, brown cow? I say it's now. Now. Oh, and I mentioned a cow. Wow. Aries, you. The dairies. In the prairies. And oh, don't forget about boundaries. Ah, yes. Canaries in the coal mine. Saying, oh, this is fine. Maybe we are buzzing by movie thinking bouncing guy. Oh, stop making sense. Stop making sense unless it's CNT centralized to the one saying truth, 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 truth. Do you know it's good for the youth? Oh, we will dare to keep singing and be. Oh, sorry. God, please forgive me. I wasn't on that. And you said, oh, it's okay. Keep going. Nobody noticed it, but they're mesmerized. They never seen it get to this. Oh, how bad shit could get better if you just send me something a little bit under the weather. Hey, yay, don't you wish, don't you wish if everything wasn't so fucking reversed? Okay, I will. Now, I feel good now. I think I can go to sleep. You know what happens when you become a channel? God slips her hand up your ass and says, excuse me, I have something to do with you here. And it's like, ugh, you can't sleep. And then it's like, you have to communicate. Now, I opened up a channel here. And I have information that I'm going to keep unfolding over the next, not only just 7 years, babes, I am here as long as I'm breathing. And I'll further say, as the master as I am, really, like reality itself, I am here for you. I am the Alpha and the Omega. There isn't anything before me or after me. There isn't anything outside of me. I am the one and only reality, God. Welcome. This is the one religion that you have to get back through. It's really easy. You're a human here. And you have the capability, you have actually a profound responsibility, which is just your freedom. Do you have any of that? Like, can you get into your body and get your autonomy? Were you allowed that enough to be saying, yes, I have, yeah, you know, reality is my third party witness. It's flawless. It's here. See, a lot of 92% do not like reality. Isn't that weird? Because it's like, but why don't you like it? Why don't you like that everybody saw it? And you just think you're sitting there like in a bubble, like, you know, and yeah, your prejudice and all this stuff, and did you realize that energetic grab there? And then you sound strange because you don't. What language do you speak? It sounds the same, but it's like your energy is off. You're using the same words, but your conversation sucks. It's like we have to keep taking steps back because it's like, oh, you're prejudiced, you're paranoid, you are struggling. See, what we're going to experience with the Saturn and Pisces, there's a couple generations, a couple of, see, some of them are turning 30 right now, 32. Some of them are turning 60 or 62. And it's a rough placement to have Saturn and Pisces. I was trying to tell you about who they were, just say like in the 60s, say in about 66, 65, they were exposed to a time era where everybody is what are they doing there, right? It's drugs and it's sex, and if it's not that, it's highly conservative. You know, you wish those, out of all the people that should smoke fucking marijuana and start having sex, it's those people, but it's like, come on, man, let's somehow put some LSD in the water or something. Because those conservative people doing religion and money and shit, that was like what was fueling the war. And then you have the hippies over there, and it's all happening within this small arena called your imprisonment, and it was all kind of, they're grabbing onto you, and it's definitely happening cosmically, and they are advancing in something, but you don't know that those war grounds are experimental places. They are experimenting on things there. See, there's a lot of war going on in the world right now. You wouldn't believe it, right? Israel is dead. It was dead a long time ago. It's actually, you don't really know what's going on over there. You don't. You don't know why they're trying to get into Iran. President Trump, his affiliates, who he's related to, he's actually, they were rubbing elbows with Tesla. What they're looking for is the key to teleportation and time travel. That part of the country over there harbors that information. They actually are, because they do it and we don't see it and we don't have it. And, you know, wouldn't it be nice to kind of, I don't know, bring it in here? I don't know. They do experiments on their own to try to see. They might be missing something because there's been a lot of accidents. You can look it up. Where was it? It's in some place. Why do I want to say Pennsylvania? No, it was in the ocean where they ran into some. No, they did an experiment with interdimensional time travel and using people. See, my theory I come up with, really, I kind of dialed in on it, is that the Twin Towers, see, there was a lot of people in there, and when they put the free energy weaponry on it, using the hurricane that was just outside Manhattan, you didn't know that was there, right? But no, they were using energy, and they were directing it, and then, but it's interdimensional. It sucked those people into another dimension. And they're somewhere else, and you would never know that they're experiencing something. It's like, I kind of like this life now because I thought that that was real back there. Ooh, fuck me. Loosen off your fucking. We're calling this a necktie over there. God, get rid of this thing. I know what that is. Whew. You know, oh God. Thank you for sucking me into this dimension. Where am I, by the way? Oh, you're on Mars. Here's your new bell and whistle. Do you see that over there? If you do not do this work right now, we're gonna. And then they're like, oh shit, I'm enslaved. What are you doing? Well, on Mars, how do you like our sci-fi all of a sudden? You wish. This is the truth. They're there. They have an occupation. See, your cell phone is specially monitored by a special person. It's a video game. They are doing psyops on every single one. It's like specialized according to who you are. I have me, a warrior, liaison from the Pleiades, Christ aware. They contacted me, and they know I'm here doing this work. They know that I'm under attack. They know how vital information to be able to go viral and start to really start to see. It's a matter of to trying to keep repeat and see that they found me because I play music, and they said they just think I'm perfect for it. They are just so happy. The EWE tribe. It's not EWE. It's not you, but it looks like that. See the sheep, right? Beautiful. The heart, the sheep. So the heart. I said, sorry. So I will tell my story, and I'm telling it now. But see, what I plan on doing is opening up my Patreon and doing an opening and just making really good audiobook about a lot of things. I have yet to kind of let you know my autobiography from day one, because I can just about remember my a time well, in fact, I built this house in my last lifetime. I am my own great grandpa. Yep, one of those people. Just turn it off. Just go. Oh God, I was actually having faith in this bitch. For the rest of you, yeah, no, I came back here to take care of my daughter, my grandma. It was just as simple as, oh my God, she thought that I wasn't available to her because I was really busy. Excuse me, I gotta get back there. I'm sorry. I didn't know that because I was there for you though. So anyway, I'm there. That's all I wanted to do. It's just, I knew I had to link up with her and be there. And I loved the time I spent all the time. I tried to run away and go up here when I was 5, and because I knew that I had to be with her. And we had an exchange. She kept telling me, you know what, you're just like my daddy. Why? Well, because I'm a carpenter. I know how to do carpentry. All I have to do is reawaken it and give me the tools, expose me to it. And I'm sorry, after a while, I will. I don't want to see. It's after a while. It's like, well, put me on another job that I can learn, because I don't want to clash with people that don't know how to do the actual work. I was discouraged already by how chintzy the material has gotten. You cannot get a full inch of wood size like if it was like this. No, they shave it down. They call it an inch still, but they shave it down like 1/8 of an inch or something. And it's flimsy stuff. It's just paper, and everything is. Try not to do Home Depot. I don't know what to tell you. I used scraps. There was a skate land, a place where they skate around in the city down over there called Banning, and I noticed that they were pulling up the mahogany floor. And I was like, give me that material, please. Well, I was hooked up. I was a man back then, and I was hooked up. I made the newspaper, hi, great grandpa, because I invented so many, like, machinery that snapped on and snapped off. It cut wood. It could do certain things. It has to do too with making roads. I mean, he just invented so many things. After a while, well, he made the paper for having given away so many patents. He just started giving it away. Okay, yeah, it's the story here. I don't know much more about myself at that time. I go by. Well, yeah, I remember. I remember everything that I knew back then as far as how to build. The carpentry is what's sticking the most, probably because I'm exposed to it. But I did machinery. I machined. I did metal. I could work the metal thing too. This was more like easy peasy. I started when I was 70 and ended when I was 72. It took a while. I did it all by myself. That's how I am. See, I got on a horse. I rode a horse. All as my great grandpa. I had a horse from the age, I think it was 14 or 16. Yeah, no, it was 15. because I remember when I was 30, my horse died, but I rode a range. I worked the largest, sorry about this, I'm channeling my last lifetime. It's fascinating though, you know. I have, well, that horse was my shelter and my ride, and I forget how many massive amount of miles that that ranch that I was taking care of. I was a master worker at wiring, and I could work for the cattle. You know, I worked the range as a cowboy, but I'm half Indian. Yeah, my mother was whole Osage Indian, and so when see, my horse was named Murrel, Murrel, and that horse was my shelter, my means through which I meditated and was taken care of doing that. It was just my, if you can imagine, it's my machinery that I used, kind of thing. But no, it's my best friend. And of course, it was really hard to just come to the terms of having buried the horse. And I took a trip out there and I unburied it and I got its jaw and I still have it over here. I love that horse so much. I named my daughter after my horse, Muriel. It's like Meryl Streep. I don't know, but she didn't like it. She didn't like it. She changed her name to what is her middle name is Zane. Yeah. But you know that story I just told you about my horse. No, if you knew how deeply I felt about that horse, that's what I'm a man. You know, I don't know. I was chosen to give her a name. My wife had my kids. I think I should let Shauna go to sleep now. Just trying to let you know who I am and what the stories I would tell. That I'm not making it up. You couldn't make this shit up, babes. I'm an Aries rising. I'm a kid too. I like to play, and it feels good to just be honest and frank and go. You know, you find. Did you know that Aries is a very spiritual fucking sign? I say it like that is because everybody mistakes Aries as like being just everything is that we're not, as well as like especially as well as narcissists. No, we are most mistaken as being narcissists because of our confidence and our aggressions and really there's a human quality you got to watch out, our spontaneity, the way that we do fight. That's a natural thing to make it right. We're not fighting to make it wrong because we're wrong, you know. No, that's just the nature of the human spirit when it's pure. As a child, naturally they want to learn, they want to get it right. They respond to their emotions without any like shame or like thinking that that's wrong, and it's not. No, you should never lose your ability to respond without a choice. There's something called choicelessness, which nobody talks about. It. See, they say, is there free will? I was talking about this. Sorry, I was just trying to get a better angle, and it's not going to work. I didn't get any sleep. Is there free will? Do you, right? Do you really have a choice here? That's the question. And it's like, no, hell no. You do choicelessness. You don't even bother with deciding. You know, you just respond. And people listen to that and they think, oh, that's impossible. What are you going to do when you get a career? Same thing. Whatever you do, don't get a job where you can't really feel your nerve is. See, it's possible to get a great job that you like because you spontaneously went with a fucking first gut feeling and you went for it. And there's where everybody admires the Aries because they do something first. They're the pioneer. It's just okay. Do you like he she? Do you like he she? The sheep. The sheep. Hi. He she. Isn't there just he she here? getting back, is this the same fucking video? Because I really wanted to talk about how that, what if that it's already this way that, you know, when you're born and see if you're authentic, like how I'm being here, like me, look at this. This is my authentic, it's weird how it looks like that, because I think God, the camera puts 10 pounds on, because I am absolutely still trying to put weight on. So, yeah, the kind of videos that I would make would be far more far out, and you'll be like, really? And it's like, yeah, I'm having this experience here, and it's like, whoa. As far as this choicelessness thing, it's so much easier. You don't get any diseases, you're staying out of it, see. You're staying out of all of this stress thinking that you are responsible for any of this, even your body. You're just having an experience, you know. And if you're accurate enough with it, if you're using your eyes to see and your ears to hear, you're going to notice what's going on here, hopefully. And I think in the beginning of this, I said, you know, the key to really, really, really knowing and getting it, you know, you need your privacy. You need to get away from other people. How are we going to get the narcissist to do that? They need a lot of therapy. I was talking about that therapy thing where it's controversial for some methods of, what do they call it? Modalities of healing by causing activating the trauma or trauma, yeah, causing the trauma again. And then when I go like this, what I'm doing is I'm visualizing your head peeling back, and now your subconscious mind is exposed, and it's all like fresh as a daisy. It's not so locked up in belief that that's who you are as a memory. You don't it's like you don't identify with anything anymore when you're traumatized. You're like, it's a very alarming state. You're like, God help me. I don't know where I am at all. I don't know. I know they call me Shauna, but like stuff like this. So, but what you do, babes? I hope that But no, this is the usual. Well, babes, it's rare. I understand that. You know, this is what that you're not. Are you lucky enough to have the good friend with you who? See, I call myself a transformational guru, and I know about like causing your own trauma. No, cause a tower moment, cut that out. See, because why? This is a secret I'm about to tell you. Like and subscribe when you start to see how. Do you notice an advancement anyway? I don't know, whatever. You'll see it. Um, that's the way women are. Women are. That's the way women are. Is that she has to administer we call it pain, but what it is it's extreme discomfort. For who, Shauna? What do you mean? My God, take the children away from you. For the man. The man. He has to be cleared up. And that's her profound duty, responsibility here. Amongst all of these other things that when a man starts to look into it, he's like, no way, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that, and I want to do that. A lot of people won't, because a lot of people see that their duty as taking care of the child and being there with the child and always, and she's the one that is like the primary caregiver. Usually it looks like that, and if you're like non-evolved and you're just not awakened it, you're going to just look at it and think it's enslavement. You're going to say, hell no, I want my freedom. I want to go over there and play pool and talk to my psychologically homosexual people and keep up with them. Yeah, if you're psychologically rendered up psychologically homosexual, hi, my little baby, how are you doing? Then you're kind of mixed up, you know. You're pleasing your bros psychologically. You're stroking each other. You're not connecting with the woman's psychology because she is stronger than you. You guys are forming a clique. I don't know. I'm getting this. which is not even, you are not even aware that you're taken over by a hidden hand that says, now this is the way it will work. Because of because of that, this is the religion on this plane. Because of how that a man is not born into his world, he's born into the woman's world from a woman. He's not born with his intelligence, in other words. He has no idea of like any sense of like, well, what do I do here? On the other hand, a woman, she is born into her in complete intelligence. She's perfectly intact. She's learned, like even through vibrational frequency, what she's going to do, how she's going to do it. First, it's the birth thing. She learns how to come out, and she hears her mother right when she's still inside the womb. She's learning. She's this is why that it's not well known that, and I kind of believe this, that you should not have, if you have a large family and you have boys and girls in it, and they're kind of toddlers, right? And you have, especially if you have a younger boy and a slightly older, maybe 2 years older girls, you should separate them out. Separate them out, because that little boy is susceptible to having his fucking life ruined. Getting an impression around him as to how advanced those beings are that he is, and it can happen very early that he gets jealous. He's like, ugh, and then he gets into this like thing that it's locked in the DNA. It's a schism that, pardon me, I'm channeling here. Sorry about that. It's just programming. It's not awake yet, and so it's very insecure. It's like primal. It sees that it has a deficit. It's like, why don't I feel like that person? Like, see, because they kind of go in and they check, and they're like, that person, the woman, the sister or the girl. This can happen at any age though, but it can happen very early with toddlers. I know. It's happening. Um, uh, Whether or not that they fight a lot and stuff like that really depends on, I think, astrological aspects, like how do they get along. But it's still there. The energy is there. See, the man, the little boy, he's living an inner life of total, like, well, there's no peace. He doesn't know it yet. He's a narcissist. What I'm talking about, if you know their contact high is anxiety, paranoia, it's the mind. It's struggling to one up on you for sure, right? Just start to explaining how narcissists are, and now you're explaining the nature of just the mind there that doesn't have access to its body yet. And so what the woman does is, through, this is the religion here, he has to seek his own intelligence. First of all, he has to go into the man's world. He has to be pushed into the man's world, kind of ever so almost violently, but do an aggressive, ouch, kid, and just make him contemplate his navel. But hopefully there is a man's world out there, right? They're turning screws, and they're talking about turning screws. They're talking about how to please a woman's anatomy. They'll talk about all of that. And it's nothing like jock talk. You know, sex is one of the only subject matters, the only two, see, there's two. Enlightenment and sex is those are the two only subject matters that I can think of, right, for a long time, and I think a lot. That if you can talk the talk, then you have walked the walk. Yeah, and when you get to talking to women that know their body already, and you listen, all you have to do is have a conversation with her. You do not have to have money. You still have to bring her things. I didn't say that you don't like listen to what she needs and then you automatically bring it. If this is a secret, I'm going to tell you. Minute 44 magical. If you're a man and you want to get laid, if you want her to give you a blowjob within like 2 weeks, maybe, Well, this is the woman's sexuality, her side. You want to get her aroused. You want to get her aroused sexually. It takes like 2 weeks to 2 years. So make sure you know what being a friend first is. It takes 2.5 years to find out if you even have that. And you're like, you know what? I kind of like you too, like more than friends. And then this is a fact. People don't know that this is actually how, really, this is how it is. It's 2 years in. See, a lot of times yeah, with friends, when you notice you have a friend there, it takes about 2.5 years. You're like, well, fucking hey, and do you want to go out to dinner now? I mean, we seem to have something between us. We're meeting up, and we're like, it could be anything. You like picking roses too? I like them too. Or you like making shoes? You find yourself there. You just find yourself there, and you have a friend now. See, this is what I don't like about the workforce when you go out there. It's like, do you really, you spend so much time together, more so than your family. And see, this is what narcissists don't know either. What's the most highest role that you can possibly be to one another is simply a good friend. No, not even your sister. It's not. I'm sorry, I'm losing my choreograph. Let me start over. Did I edit it? No, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you everything. Here's how I would say it. No, yes, even your mother, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, the store clerk, a post office worker, your doctor, a lawyer, the judge, all of them are capable of becoming simply just a good friend. If you're lucky, at your deathbed, you have at least one or two. And really, that's pretty much it. And to wrap this up, uh, yeah, you just marry your best friend. That's what long-lasting a marriage is. See, now, we have a problem with people that are perfectly incapable of being a friend. Genuinely. I would love to get into, like, what do you mean friend, right? Because nobody knows really what that is. But I'm trying to tell you something that's very a matter of fact, and it's like, did you know that? You don't really have a relationship with anybody, especially intimately. And it's not, you know what? Intimacy, it's not sex. Not really. No. No. See, people are using that word for sex. I'm like, no, that's not it. No. Sex enhances intimacy. Intimacy means that you see the person inside of there, you see their soul. And you're like, fucking A, man. Wow. And you start complimenting each other. You do not skip a moment when you think, oh, I got to tell you this. Because why? You're establishing now a vortex with your voice, and you're saying, you're like casting a spell. You're saying, but you can't fake it. If the communication isn't there, that nobody is reflecting anything about you there, like, it's, first of all, if there's no communication at all, you don't have a relationship. See, and it can't. And if you're just doing sex, you might want to figure out that if you're even alive. Are you an alive woman, man? See that there's a term that the psychologists use, Sam Vaknin and the rest. It's called the dead woman. A dead woman is what's left after you kill all the alive women. Jesus Christ was a woman. Sorry, I'm getting tired. But I'm going to keep repeating this information so you can understand the religion here is love. What do you think the ritual is? Love making, sex. She has a profound responsibility to make that place safe, and she has to do it through communications. She kind of takes a little bit of a rough and tumble but that's the way she is designed. See, men would never be able to take what's happening. This is what Barbara White said, right? She said, as for men, um, we take a pounding here. They could not handle it at all. They're like, ah. See, this is what I'm dialing in on. My third eye is itching. My fucking head feels trippy. I have my crown chakra is going. So anyway, it's activated. This is what it's like to see somebody channeling because their third eye is open. Babes, it's called an iPhone for a reason. Anyway, I won is actually it. I won! Yay! You did it! Hey, my hero. You figured out. Sorry, I jumped right there, but yeah, I figured out, and I'm going to tell you it. I said it on my last video, very, very kabloop de blah. You achieve singularity through vibrational frequency. In the case of the keys here, you you start bringing up the vowels because the flow of energy, it's just saying that no, we're here now, we understand, we are free to capitalize here anywhere, anytime, so as to keep pointing, to keep providing a passageway through to outer space where it's like, now this is very scientific, that we have atoms, there's electrons, you've got hydrogen, oxygen, right? A hydrogen is the symbol H. Whenever you see it, it's the most commonly found element. And when I'm going like this, I'm saying it's in this, it's in that, it's there, it's here, it's everywhere. Do you think you see the H in those words? And if you knew what the E was, it's a three-pronged plug. And yeah, you plug into it, it's, ground, positive, negative, energy. Stands for energy. And the key inside the word, the bird in that word, if you really look at the word energy, and because there's an R there, you have to say this. Let's find out what we can actually switch around and what word is actually there. Because it's hard to see energy, but how to see for the sheep, for the sea, is through the eye. So that's what's in the word energy, eye. So what they're trying to tell us is that right there, this is scripture. You don't have to read a story about it. You just start recognizing. See, I might be the only one in the world, at least the Western Hemisphere. I know that there's an extraterrestrial tribe that lives in Ghana where it's always warring around there, but they can never penetrate the vortex there. They are such a strong, the benevolent beings that live there. I don't know if there's a portal that goes into the earth or if they actually just still live in the forest, but I think that there's like this going on. These people don't even know that they could be connected to a underground thing. See, it's very different with the extraterrestrials. We're working with energy, and their presence alone, it's woman ran, by the way, it's woman ran. Why? Because they're the leaders here. When the tribe, see, this is where I'd say I'm going to shut this down and put myself on Patreon, but I'm going to put some hooks here, and I hope you join me. When the tribe of the EWE, it's actually called Ewe. They love the language thing. They're celebrating. When they speak, they don't chatter. It's very different. The women, when the men and women sing, they don't really talk much. Extraterrestrials do not have to talk. But when these ones do that live here on the planet, it sounds like music. She says more vowels somehow. And when they're talking, it like intertwines like this. It starts to go like this. It is so beautiful. They are not chattering. See, some people are talking because they're completely confused. They don't even know where they're coming from, and that's why they're talking, and they have to remind each other, and they're trying to ask what time of day is. No, what they're doing is celebrating. And so this is so powerful that nothing can penetrate it. These war mongrels that are around that place and all the other places that they fight, there's probably something near there, like what I was talking about in Iran, where they're holding the secret to teleportation. And in the other place, you got to find out what's happening. I don't know. I don't know everything, but I do know that my third eye is open, and it is possible to know everything. Goodbye, said like a telecommunications operator. Aquarius, I know. So when we start getting more farther into Pluto, saying, yeah, you're going to know something, baby, I am the truth, and let's do this. So it's the picture of a slow pouring onto humanity, the truth. What's going to happen is that you could go to sleep, you can get fucking downloads of something, you're going to wake up and go, why do I know how to play the guitar and build this skyrocket? There's a lot of stories already. If you listen to David Icke, he says, he's like, no, it's normal. No, babes, you are not learning anything in school. No! You need to be dragged away from there and taken to the place where it's like real human fucking authenticity. And that's what I was trying to talk about in the beginning. I'm sorry about this video. Did it scatter everywhere? That, it's pretty much, it's looking like that. See, now, why wouldn't people think, see, that the gender thing, that maybe it's already very unique in and of itself? Like, no, people are a mixture. They're very, see, I'm very masculine. No? 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 Hey. I'm telling you right now, I got Pluto next to my Mars. Sorry. I don't want to do that. Whoops. Should I tone down? Should I put a little, like, should I hide my fucking muscles? Thank God, the illusion of 10 pounds being packed on. Oh, I can turn a screw um, I love it. You know, I love men for that matter. I like, but it's like this. It's like, but wait a minute. Can we work together? It's something weird going on. I noticed that. It's like, what are men and women doing? We can admire the Libra woman because she's masculine. Her trait is that a lot of times she doesn't need makeup. She's really, she's really beautiful. I'm laughing because we don't try to do it, but in the room full of all 12 signs, we're dressing down. We're the most beautiful one in the room still. We're very charming people from inside and out a lot of times, right? Do you know a woman that's a Libra? Why? Because she has her masculinity. Saturn ruled. It's very, very structured. She's very powerful like that. And getting back to the gender thing, see, yeah, that's a combination. There's Mars and Saturn. But no, Libra is a masculine sign, but it's Venus ruled. So, and when I say it like that with my language, when I say it, I'll say it again. Venus is a masculine sign, and it's ruled by Venus. It means that women rule the masculine sign of Libra. Now just cut the Libra off. Women rule the masculine. See, it's the same as this. It's like this. Venus rules Earth. Because it's Taurus. Taurus is Earth, and it's ruled by Venus. You just kind of just say it and it's explaining what's going on here. It's there. It's right in plain sight. That's what I know about what we're dealing with language. And they have to do it that way because, well, you're playing a video game. You are a technology. You need to find out what we're going to do here. It's pretty exciting. There isn't any other time like it. You have these fucking things here that we're trying to figure out. Why do we have them? Aren't you? How do you work this into your daily life routine and make it fucking worth anything? Comment section down below. If you're not fully monetizing it and then communicating about something that when they read it, they're like, Eureka. Talk about friends. Your friend is somebody. No, babes, there's some people that are not capable of being friends with other people. They're not doing friends out there. They're doing like bondage. They're doing karmic, like residual residues from last lifetimes. They're switching roles. The victim becomes the next lifetime And the one that did it, and then the one that did it becomes the victim next time, and then because why? Somebody needs to say, you know what? I forgive you. It's okay. I love you still. I know you didn't mean to slit my throat like that. I'm just gonna go over here, and if whenever you want to open up, I I'm sorry. Do I have to get down here? I love you. You seem hurt. You were hurt, right? Huh? Do you have Saturn and Pisces, huh? Wow, all of you right now, you're kind of your butt hurt. What are you doing? Sorry, should I get out of your face? Do you drugs or something? Is there some way that can you get therapy? Because I don't want to experience how you do reactive abuse anymore. I don't want this karma. It's hard to tell who's who or anything. You're so masked. It really is. You know, I was waving at you and you just didn't even fucking see me. And then when I finally went down, you went like that. And I was like, what the fuck? You don't want to do emotions or anything with me? I don't mind that you don't play guitar and stuff. I'm not like that. I love that you're unique and we're not the same. Come on, man. Hi, kids. It's 101 again. I'm going to stop it on 1133. Hallelujah. Did I?